Celestial greetings. This is a ticket attack on the cosmic clock, and I am reporting to you about the 0 point into the 1, which was yesterday on the 10th. Yesterday, right after the 9, right after the 9-day gateway. And I want to give that to you right now because yesterday I got bamboozled, but I'm going to get into that in the live. We're going to talk about that. It has to do with the bloodlines, and we're going to get into that right now. Let me share with you all about this 0 point because some of us was feeling it and we didn't know why. And it was coming just upon us, like the information for me was coming like maybe within the wee hours while I was already on a live, and someone mentioned 107, and we had talked about the point of neutrality in that number, seeing a lot of that number 107. We were breaking that down, and later on got on, and it was further confirmed by being in a room with Dedicated Roots. Shout out to Dedicated Roots, who was really unpacking the 0 point, and we were both like, you know, ping ping, we're here, 0 point. So I want to give a little bit of information about that, and this is again from the 9 to the 10 and back again for any of you who saw that video when I talked about the spiritual completion into the new beginnings. We kind of already saw that in numerology, and here we are seeing it again. Because why? The numbers 0 is right after the 0 point, which is really the 10, because the 10 is the 0 and the 1 at the same time, because it is after the 9. And in the date, yesterday was the 10th, which was after the 9th. And for those of you who may have seen the video where I did about Sirius gateway really being 9 days, so, and finding that out on the day. So all of this is kind of just unfolding to some of us right now. This is a part of the light integration, light code integration. The light codes are coming through. They're checking us. Our Sirius star is checking us. And a lot of us who are Sirius star seeds are getting the downloads and the upgrades. So here's the upgrades on the timelines and what's happening in the divinity of numerology. So it was the 10th. If you add up the date code, it was a 9. So the date code, if what you're noticing in this pattern, particularly this week, the date code is a day behind the actual day. So the day is the 10th, the date code is a 9. And if you look at even the 5D calendar and you do the date code for the 5D calendar, it's a 8. So it's a 8, 9, 10. There's something happening in that order there, 8, 9, 10. Right? And I may look into that and do something on that later, but let's go into this 0 point. So just to kind of bring you up to where we are with the numbers, like where's she getting these numbers from? I just told you, look at the dates. So right now though, we're looking at the 9 and the 10, because on the 10th, it's a date code of a 9. So it's saying to you right there, that is the 0 point. The 9 is the end, it's the closing. The 10, which is the day that we were on, is showing you a 1 and a 0. So it's showing you the 1 that is coming out of the 0, the 0 point, the birth. After the 9, you birth through the 0, and then there is a beginning. So it's showing you that that 1 is of the 0. That 1 is coming out of the 0, and you're going to hear that. Let me share this download with you. So this 0 point after the 9-day Sirius gateway is a 5D structure that ruptured the time. It glitched in the system from the restructured mind, meaning for those of us who caught it. And this is just how the download came. So yes, you're going to hear it sounds like a rhyme pretty much. And let me say that again, right? The 0 point after the 9-day Sirius gateway is a 5D structure that ruptured in time. It glitched in the system from the restructured mind. A press to the reset button that sounds like rewind is really a fast forward through the infinite 9. So it's like exactly what it sounds like. It's rewinding. It's a press. It's like a reset press. And it shows you to rewind because it's like back to the 9, but it's really moving you forward through the infinite 9. And it's saying we stop at 9 and we recycle again. So here is the 0 point, a point in neutrality. The 0 point is a reset where we rest in neutrality to begin something new from what was completed in spirituality. So, meaning that spiritual completion, as I've always said, the spiritual completion of a 9, it is a reset where we rest in neutrality, a rest point, a reset point to push forward on the 1. So, it's that in between. Now, this neutrality is the in between rest state as a threshold transition from the completion of what is ending, the 9, to the new start of what is beginning, which is the 1. Therefore, the 10 is the 0 point of the neutrality rest state that rebirths the new cycle to begin again. It is the recycle point that pushes the 1 from the 0. So it's pushing you forward. So they're basically saying that that 10 is the 0 point. So when we see that 10, it's giving already 0 point, rest, reset to begin, right? It is the real 0 point because it is holding on the 9 with the date code. So it's like, that's what this is for those who really resonated with this and felt this. It is really a 0 point. You really felt this kind of pull to rest, to neutralize yourself. You may have felt like crying. You may have felt like there's something in the mind-body complex that wanted to just release because it's pulling you into this neutrality state. And the pull, when I looked at it, the pull was the 9 was like holding you there. Like the code date was a 9 and the day before was a 9. So it's almost like that 9 was kind of the hold of the neutrality. It's like instead of just jumping into the 1, it was like, hold up, wait. All my people who thinking we soft, we don't play. That's what that hold was doing. So it was like, hold up, sit with this, breathe with this, rest with this, ground with this, embody this, drink some water to this, eat some fruits to this. But whatever you do, sit in neutrality, right? Any emotions that are running wild and running amok, just sit in neutrality. All right, so that's the message that it was given. Further, what I'd like to add to that is, as I said, someone earlier in the wee hours mentioned 107. So this 107 that was highlighted earlier in that live, and to break it down, it had the point of neutrality. Remember, it's 107. So it had the point of neutrality between the 1 and the 7, which symbolizes that there is a new beginning, the 1, with a point of neutrality within that is being manifested, the 7, or that is within manifestation. So it's highlighting something to us there. And we're going to be continued on that on the next video that you'll see pretty much right after this. So stick a pin on that thought of 107. There's a reason why this 107 was being highlighted, and for those of us who caught it, thank you, who brought it. It is a reason for that. Now we're seeing what is rebirthing, what we are pushing into, what is going to be the 1 that we step off on, right? And that is a 7 manifestation coming right up to the next one. Peace, love, and light.